that off. Now we're good. Almost. Turn that a bit. Setting everything up, guys. What the hell is going on? Hey, Zach. I'm working out some technical difficulties here, guys. I started a stream and then it froze up on me and I had to restart and there's this whole thing now. So I think people were coming into the first stream that went out and then we restarted and it started off as a different stream. So just working that out and then we get the link shared out and all that stuff. Hey, it's been a while since we live streamed, huh? Once I get this technical stuff sorted out here, we'll be alright. Yeah, I'm just getting rid of the previous stream. That way people aren't getting confused. I'm sure they got 2 notifications on it. Well, at least we got the bullshit out of the way first. Yeah, I had to go out and come back. Yeah, that's because it started streaming and then there was a bunch of technical shit going on and it just froze up on me. So I'm going to bring this up right so I can see the live chat and can keep up with it there. We should be rolling alright now. Got a lot of different stuff that we can cover tonight. How's everybody doing out there with the current circumstances going on? Everybody holding up alright? The world's getting a little fucking crazy if you ask me. Everybody holding up alright? The world's getting a little fucking crazy if you ask me. Alright, let's block that out. Alright, we should be good now. Now I can see y'all. Go. Now we're set. Oh. Y'all doing alright? Yeah, me too, Zach. I'm actually try to adjust you guys a little bit here. I'm actually trying to stay away from Facebook and most social media pages right now because it's just flooded with the same shit. It's everybody saying the same things over and over and over again. I don't know. It's whatever. You know, my wife wouldn't quarantine me in the house. She'd be kicking my ass out to the woods. It's safe. I mean, it's safe to be outside. As far as I'm aware, you just, and going to the woods ain't a problem. It's just, you know, close proximity. It is person-to-person contact, and if we're out in the woods and there ain't no other person around, bonus for us. Oh yeah, turkey season is supposed to be starting up down there, isn't it? I think it starts up just a little bit before it does up here in the north. I'm in northeast Ohio, so. Or streaming at a very odd time. Normally, I don't stream until like Friday nights. I'll stream right before we do a premiere episode. But this time I wanted to do it tonight because tonight at midnight we are releasing the new vlog channel. I got 22 videos all filmed, edited, processed, metadata tags, everything all done on 22 different videos uploaded to the new vlog channel. And each one of them covers a different topic or a different thing that's going on. So 22 different topics on top of it. I busted my ass to set up that vlog channel for a 22 episode premiere. That's gonna launch tonight at midnight. So at midnight, if you got the notifications turned on for that channel and you're subscribed over there, your phone or whatever, your notifications are just going to blow up out of nowhere. Uh, so the reason I'm doing 22 video release, because I've never heard of a YouTube channel releasing that many videos all at the same damn time. And we're going to look at the analytics. Right now, obviously, there's no content on the channel, so it's just flatline. There's nothing there. And then all of a sudden, 22 videos hit all at the same time. Some of them covering some pretty popular people. Not in the bushcraft or outdoors community. This vlog channel can cover anything. It's any kind of topic. We're going to see how those analytics spike and drop off or keep going, or you know how that all plays out. We're going to really put YouTube to the test on this thing. So that's the social experiment and the tech experiment with the vlog channel aspect of it, and why I build up so much content to release all at one time. I do not expect everybody to go out there and watch every single video that pops up on that channel. I wouldn't. Uh, it's not about now you have this whole swarm of content. It's like a salad bar. Anything on YouTube's like a salad bar. You get to pick and choose what you want to see and what you don't. It's all voluntary. But I'm not expecting my subscribers to go watch every one of them. That's right here on YouTube. It's a new YouTube channel. Actually, I'll go ahead and offer you guys a link to the new channel. Now this is just regular YouTube channel. It's linked into the Huntsman series. This is my second YouTube though. So we do the behind the scenes stuff of the Huntsman series. My personal life, like day job, what's going on with my dogs, doing some crafting stuff around the house, woodworking, things like that. Hey Megan, nice to see you, sweetheart. Everything okay down there? The new channel is more like a daily vlog diary type thing. It's just my personal life outside of being a YouTuber. Really, it's really not about YouTube. It's not about making YouTube content. It's my thoughts on being a YouTube content creator, and the stresses that come with it, the behind the scenes stuff that we don't talk about in the series. It's just the personal side. It's a whole different feel over there. The content that's coming out tonight at midnight, you guys aren't going to believe that it's me on a lot of it. Some of the videos, because there was so much an overwhelming amount of content to film and edit and upload and do all the work to, I was absolutely fucking exhausted, like mentally and emotionally burnt out with this new project. Like I had nothing left in me by the time I got filming for this new vlog series. And most of the videos over there are only like 10-15 minutes long, so it's easy to watch. Hey, thank you, Live to Hunt. Appreciate that. Rich, I imagine you was one of the first subscribers over there. Really, we announced that we were going to launch a second YouTube channel a while back, and then it took me over a month to make the content for this new vlog channel. So there wasn't a lot of hype around the new YouTube channel though. You know how I've been promoting the shit out of Twitch. Like you guys have to be burnt out and just sick of seeing Huntsman Alpha shit for Twitch. But the reason I had to do that is because Twitch is not a discovery platform. They don't have tags and search and all of this other stuff. They don't have rankings. They don't even keep your content after a few months. So if you don't get your name out there on other platforms and other services, nobody's going to find you on Twitch. It's not like YouTube where you can add tags and metadata and all of that stuff. You have to get discovered on a different platform. So that's why I push so much Twitch content here on YouTube, because YouTube is the discovery platform so I can get the attention on Twitch. There's no way for me to just go over to Twitch and promote the new series, the upcoming series. So I have to do it on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Reddit, Bushcraft USA forums. And that was a big thing. Like this last week, that was something that developed too. 2 weeks ago, right after the Friday night episode of Huntsman, I believe, aired, a new subscriber popped up in the comment section and said that they saw one of my videos, probably a Shit Huntsman Says video, because he said it was funny, over on Bushcraft USA, which is just written forums. There's thousands of people on this damn Bushcraft USA forum, but it's just bushcraftusa.com, I think. And it's just a forum just like Reddit, but it's all focused on bushcraft, survival, outdoors, things like that. Well, somebody posted one of my videos over there. And then next thing I know, I think we are up to 223 new subscribers in the past 2 weeks. Let me look real quick. I'm just bringing up the studio here. 216 new subscribers within the past 2 weeks. So we're up to 9,731 subscribers. Uh, and everything spiked. Like this month came around and old videos that I have up are getting a lot of attention. Stuff that's over a year old is starting to get attention. And it's because it's being shared on these different platforms, on Reddit and on Bushcraft USA forums. So we're getting a lot of good people coming off of those forums. From what I can tell, people over there on Bushcraft USA actually know what the fuck they're talking about, and they don't just spam the forums. I mean, it's like written articles, handwritten articles, shit we used to do back in the day on Yahoo groups. They're still doing over there, and they still do it on Reddit too, where you can actually go and read an article. You're not watching a video. But Bushcraft USA forums also allow me to promote the series, to promote the live stream series coming up on Twitch, just because it's such a unique thing. I did write up an article for the live Bushcraft build series, the original here on YouTube, and then they went ahead and let me promote the second one that's coming up on Twitch. We have a lot of reasons for moving off of YouTube for the live Bushcraft build series and going over to Twitch. One of it is people are just copying my shit left and right on YouTube, and I don't know how I feel about that, but I really haven't thought about it too much. But the live Bushcraft build series come around, and then the next thing you know, everybody's live streaming from their camps or attempting to live stream from their camps, and some of them are failures, some of them aren't. But it's just piggybacking off another guy's idea. The other thing is I wanted to extend the audience. YouTube is completely saturated with bushcraft outdoor survival channels now, and half of them are city boys, don't know their ass from a hole in the ground, but they want to go out there and create content anyway, which just waters down everything for everybody else. You can't find serious content because all these goddamn noobs are out there trying to do the same shit older guys are doing. And that just fucks everything up as far as the search goes, your rankings. There's just so many there's more content creators now than there are people who consume the content. So, it's a good time to bail on YouTube, to be honest, because I'm just getting out before it just all burns out. Over on Twitch, I'm the only outdoors channel there until somebody comes over there and tries to do what I'm doing, which I think I offset that a little bit because, I know somebody's going to go out there, especially if Huntsman Alpha goes over and it's a successful project. People are going to try to copy that formula. They're going to try to go over there and do the same thing I do. Their rub is the technical aspect of it. They don't know how to live stream from the woods. We did the live Bushcraft build series. We didn't have too many technical difficulties. And I don't think we will with this next round either, just because it's a different platform. I think, my gear will hold up just fine as far as live streaming from the woods. The Twitch Hangouts too. One of the requirements of Twitch is streaming for 8 hours straight. So there will be times when I stream on Twitch for 8 to 12 hours non-stop. So people who are coming in from different time zones can actually get in there and enjoy part of the show at least. We'll go ahead and throw up the link for the new vlog channel that's coming up that I was talking about earlier. We'll keep that coming every once in a while. So new people coming into the chat can go join the new vlog channel if you want to see some behind the scenes shit. Tomorrow night we have it'd be the anniversary special for the main the Friday Night Huntsman series. I released my very first video on YouTube on March 20th. So every year on March 20th we have this little get together and look back on the previous year. Yeah. And I talk about on the vlogs some of the things that I've learned throughout my first couple of years here on YouTube. I talk about my want to switch platforms and my frustrations with YouTube, getting burnt out every once in a while. You guys see me take vacations every once in a while for like a month-long break. We still pump out content, but it's still a filming break. Rich, you know I can go on and on for hours on end and not shut the fuck up. I'll find something to talk about. But yeah, that's pretty common over on live stream, over on Twitch. Is a 8 to 12 hour live stream is common as shit. Everybody does it over there. But you got to think too. Uh, it's primarily a gaming platform, and whenever you're sitting down playing a video game, hours and hours pass by, and you don't even realize how much time has passed by because you got that distraction. And then because you're streaming for so long, a lot of times your audience rolls over. You might have a few in the live chat that are still hanging with you that entire time, but you got people from different time zones coming in, and it keeps that chat fresh, and uh, they'll bring up new topics, asking you questions, keep your energy going. I've been in some long streams over on Twitch just as an audience member. Uh, and they do really good at entertaining you for that fucking long. I mean, there's games that they play. I mean, they're just screen capturing, playing games on their computer. And a lot of it's interactive games. You can actually get interactive games where your audience in the live chat can play the game with you. So they just hit, they put in a code in the chat, and that involves them in the game. So their name actually pops up in the game as it's playing. Hey, Tom. Yeah, there's a lot of things that go on over on Twitch. Now we're taking Twitch to a whole new realm with an outdoors series. They just don't do that over there. They're all sitting home. uh, most streamers on Twitch, they have a room set up just like I do here, with lighting and different shit like that, and they just get cozy and comfortable, and they kick back and they just stream. And they just talk about whatever comes to mind. There's a whole community over there, the just chatting community, will stream forever on end and just kick back, be comfortable, and stream. Sometimes they, take a break, have lunch, go right back to whatever it was they were talking about. I think content with the current circumstances in the world right now, which I have failed to comment on or make a video about or give advice on or any of this other bandwagon bullshit for clickbait views. The community, the survival community, is just they're jumping all over this coronavirus shit, and I'm not, because I'm gonna try to be the alternative content. The distraction from it all. People are just sick of fucking hearing it, so I'm not going to add to that pile of shit that's out there. If the preppers and the doomsdayers and the professional survivalists think they're all of a sudden they're microbiologists and they know exactly what to do in a fucking pandemic, even though they didn't make it out of high school, more power to them. I'm not going to do that. And I didn't do that on the 100th episode, which airs tomorrow night. We're going to be airing that late so I can be in the live chat with you guys. I did not want to put up a premiere episode and me not be there. So tomorrow night's episode, rather than a regular 8 o'clock episode, is going to be a 10 o'clock episode so I can be there with you. It's an hour and 18 minutes long, so it's a little bit longer than our normal Friday night episode. But that's just because of what happens in the episode. There was no way that I could cut the footage down to less than an hour because it's a very eventful episode. And what happens in this particular episode is fucking insane. It'll probably never happen to me again, but it happened to me, and you guys are going to see it this week. So it's a good time. I hope I hold your attention through it all. We even have a husband rant on there. So it's got a little bit of everything in that hour and 18-minute episode that'll be premiering tomorrow night. But before we get to that, we got the 22 videos coming out tonight at midnight. So that'll be absolutely fucking insane. And I will be taking screenshots of the analytics right before I post those videos. And as the next week and month play out, we'll keep an eye on those analytics and see how it spikes. Give me 1 second, guys. I don't know how long we're gonna be streaming tonight. If you guys could, please hit that thumbs up. I ain't got a single fucking thumbs up on this live stream. You unsupportive, antisocial. And share this out. Let everybody know that we're streaming. We can get some more people up in here. I know it's odd for me to be streaming on a Thursday night, but we doing it. I'll try to get this up out one more time on Facebook and Twitter too. I'm used to having a few more people in here. Everybody must be watching the fucking nightly news. That'll do them a lot of good. I keep saying the bullshit where everybody's trying to make this a political thing too. You know, of course that was gonna fucking happen. I'm not getting into it. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'll tell you what. If you go off on a rant and it's such a good rant that you can make a bonus video just out of you talking shit, you're a pretty good trash talker. I'm a pretty good trash talker, I'll admit it. But a lot of the times, people just piss me off. Like, I know I say stuff. Hey Jay, I know I say stuff in the series that probably should not be said, and I lose a lot of subscribers for me being myself. I know I've lost a lot of subscribers because I'm just blunt force honest with people. People don't like it when you're honest. Let's be honest. They don't like it whenever you talk the way you normally talk. They want this sort of censored feel about it. You know, they want PG-13 or you might offend them or what the fuck ever, pussies. I'm not going to sit here and fucking talk to you guys through a filter or try to be something I'm not. I am what I am. I lose subscribers because of the shit I say and do, and that's fine. You probably didn't fucking belong here anyway. It's like, you know, just weeding people out. Hey, work comes first, Rich. Take care of yourself, man. You know, you can always catch up later. Videos don't go nowhere. Appreciate you stopping in. Yeah, we get a rant tomorrow night in the 100th episode of Huntsman, and you know, go back to that thing of pointing some shit out that happened on somebody else's channel, where they tried to pull a stunt and it didn't work out. It actually fell flat on their fucking faces, and they did it right after I called them out too. I called them out. They tried to go pull this stunt for clout, and they just flopped on it. So now they made me look right. But whatever. We do get a Huntsman rant in tomorrow night. I imagine a few of the people that are coming in. Like I said, I got over 200 new subscribers in the past 2 weeks. I imagine some of those news people ain't gonna stick around for too long. Yeah, Jay, I'm good. Everything's good. But my county, we have more cases in my county than we do in the entire state. Like, I'm at ground zero. What happened here in my county, as far as we know, we had an elderly couple who thought that it would be a good idea to go on a cruise up the Nile River as the pandemic was breaking out. Well, come to find out, a bunch of people on that cruise ship were infected. They got infected and they brought it home with them. So, this old couple who thought it was a bright-eyed fucking idea to go on a cruise down the Nile River brought the coronavirus back to my county, and now our county is ground zero as the coronavirus hotspot pandemic area, with more cases in this county than any other place in the state. But I also live just on the outskirts of the second largest metropolitan area in the state too, so there's a lot of fucking humans around here. And of course, just like a lot of other places, the people in the city are actually coming out to the burbs and raiding the stores, so our stores are empty just like they are inside the city. That happened. We thought that they would stay sort of in the city limits, but they did eventually start making their way out our way, and yeah, our stores got hit just like anybody else's. Of course, I didn't go. I was actually going to go out and film it, like the empty shelves and all that other shit. And I'm like, you know what? Everybody else is doing that shit. I'm going to just keep doing what I do. I'm antisocial bastard anyway, and I basically live like a hermit. Like I don't have contact with a lot of people unless it's online. A couple of my neighbors, right in the immediate area, but whenever you're antisocial like me and you basically live the life of a hermit, this whole lockdown shit or self isolation or whatever that everybody is making such a big thing about, I do that every fucking day anyhow. Like the pandemic's not going to interrupt the flow of my day, and it's not going to stress me out because this is my normal. Uh, I'm just going through my routine. Hang out with my dogs. I go out to the woods where there's nobody around and film my videos. Hang out with the deer. Uh, you know. I did have a proud moment, and I'm going to brag about this here for a minute. Last week and the week before, I talked about Caitlin Moss, who is a huntress, and she's out shed hunting right now. She travels from state to state to state. Started in Pennsylvania and worked her way west. So I emailed Caitlin and I asked her, if she would, just like Hannah or any of the other girls, if she would like to pop up on the channel and make a couple of videos for her, do an outdoors biography for her, which sort of gives her background a little bit and promotes her stuff a little bit, like she needs my help. Uh, and we dedicated last week's episode to Caitlin because she's the one that inspired the damn episode. I was calling it quits, and then I watched her, and we just rolled on with it. So I emailed her, asked her if I could, mention her and use some of her footage. She was, yeah, go for it, use it. And earlier today, she actually stopped by the channel and watched the episode. She's right there in the comment section of last Friday's episode. So that's something I was bragging about. Like, I didn't think, usually if I get copyright permission to use somebody's content, they're not showing up on the channel to actually watch what I put out for them. They just sort of give me a copyright slip, a permission slip that I keep locked away in my email just in case I have any trouble. And yeah, but Caitlin's the first one of the girls that showed up on the channel who actually came to the channel and jumped in the comment section and thanked me for the mentions and the videos and stuff like that. That was awesome. But Caitlin's a very humble girl, and she's all about helping people and sort of talking to people and stuff like that, especially if you approach her with respect. Uh, that's something I mentioned on the vlog too. Because I put up content from Hannah and Caitlin and a few other girls, I have to actually sift through my comment section because there are people out there who don't realize that it's not them posting the content, that this is secondhand content, that they give me copyright permission and I'm just basically promoting their content. So I have to filter comment sections out from guys hitting on me thinking that I'm these girls. You dumb motherfuckers. And they say some of the rudest shit. Like, I'm getting the comments that these girls normally get. So I'm seeing it firsthand. And I tell you what, you'd be surprised at how many fucked up people there are out in the world. Not only are they fucked up because they're on my channel making comments on this second-hand video, but they don't even realize that they're not on these girls' actual channel. They don't even realize that I'm not them. Oh, Megan, they are nasty. It's no wonder women hate men so much. Thank you, David. I always thought so too. But still, with the amount of comments that I get, I could only imagine what they get on their accounts. But I ran into a situation. I'll go ahead and talk about this here on the live stream. It's going to show up on the vlog too. I ran into a situation last week on Twitch. I was in a live stream over there, and there was this kid in the live chat, and he was talking to the girl who was chatting or hosting the stream as if they were having a one-on-one conversation and there was nobody else around. Now, there's 200 people watching this girl during this stream, right? And I happen to be one of them. This guy's talking to her as if there's nobody else, that she is just addressing him directly. And it was so intense and so obvious that the little sumbitch got my attention. So I start asking him a few questions, and he ignored my comments and just kept talking to her as if every fucking thing she was saying was directed solely at him, and she was not acknowledging the kid at all. So I do a little digging. I go over to his Twitter, and his entire Twitter profile, every post on his Twitter profile is directed to her. He even posts videos telling her not to forget to post photos on Instagram and to send him a DM and all this other stuff. And in like a year of talking to her every single day, she's never responded or engaged with this guy. So I go back to the Twitch stream, and I called him out in the chat. He ignores me. One of the moderators sends me a private message and goes, "What is the deal with this guy?" And we both went and looked at this guy's Twitter feed, and come to find out, he's like been obsessively stalking this girl for over a year, and it's obsession. It's like this guy's got a mental issue. So now the moderator, who actually knows this girl in person and hangs out with her almost every day, like they're really close friends, and they might even be related, because they talk like brother and sister all the damn time. And I know they meet up every day right before she streams, because to go over, it's a whole production for them. He invited me to Discord, which is where everybody sort of hangs out after the stream. So we go to the Discord, and it's me, the moderator, and the girl that was streaming. And we wanted to point out to her that this guy is like obsessively stalking her. Like, this guy could actually be dangerous. Come to find out, she knows about it. She knew about this guy a long time ago. And she has him blocked, where if he messages her or tags her in anything, she doesn't even get a notification. So she never sees that whole year-long everyday message thing. And we're like, well, why would you keep somebody like that around? And she's like, whenever you're a girl and you do this year after year after year after year, all of the comments that you get just turns into white noise. Like, something in your brain just instantly blocks those kind of comments out, and you don't even register it. It almost becomes like an instinctive thing, where if your brain recognizes like a lurker or stalker comment, you don't even consciously realize that you ignored it. You just instantly block it out, and you just continue on. I thought that, psychologically wise, because I'm like psychology, I thought that was an interesting revelation, that because of the comments I've seen on these girls' profiles and on their YouTube channels and in live streams, I thought it was interesting to note that they're really not bothered by those comments, because either they have that user blocked to where they can't see them at all, or psychologically they just block those comments out, so it's just noise to them. It doesn't even register as a thought. Now, with this same girl, she did have a new guy come into the stream that she didn't recognize, didn't know, and his first comment was a lewd comment. And she caught herself halfway through a sentence, almost addressed the guy. But then she told him straight out, "I'm sorry that I invested 3 seconds of my life into your comment." So the lewd comments, the sexual comments, the saying, "Oh my God, you're beautiful," or "This woman's beautiful," or "I love you," or any of that other shit, all of the compliments that you give those girls, whether it's Hannah Barron or Caitlin Moss or Caitlin Witcher or any girl that you see online, chances are they're not going to acknowledge your comment because they didn't see it. So you're wasting your fucking time trolling those girls. But being able to talk to one of them directly and say, how do you deal with this shit? And they say they just mentally block it out as soon as it happens. I'm like, okay, I guess it's a self-preservation thing. But yeah, definitely creepy, some of the fucking behavior. And it's primarily men middle-aged to sometimes 65, 70-year-old men making sexual comments towards girls young enough to be their granddaughters. It's fucking ridiculous. You know, I get comments about, using girls' content on the Huntsman channel, but that's a discovery thing. I'm networking with girls just like I would with guys. I think it's important to support women in the outdoors community, especially hunters, because it's primarily male-dominated subject matter. So any guys that can help support them or show support to them, it kind of offsets the sexism that goes on in the genre. You know what I mean? You got to encourage young girls to get out there and hunt just like we do, or get out there and bushcraft just like we do, and not make them feel bad about trying, not make them feel less than for trying, because some of the girls that I talk to blow me out of the fucking water. Some of the girls that I talk to blow any fucking grown-ass man I know out of the water, and they're still in their early 20s. I'm all for it, telling them. It's just like Caitlin. She's out there shed hunting, multi-state shed hunting. I'm all for going to Caitlin's channel and supporting her and saying, you're fucking kicking my ass right now. I even said that whenever she showed up here on the Huntsman channel. When she showed up on last Friday night's episode in the comment section saying, I appreciate it. And I'm like, your motivation, your level of motivation is kicking my ass because I can't keep up with the girl. I just can't. She's out there showing me up left and right. So I got to give her respect for that. They go out there and they earn their respect just like anybody else does. And they should be shown that level of respect. They shouldn't be trolled on just for how they look. I know other girls that use their looks to their advantage. You see that a lot on Twitch, and a lot of people will not follow me over to the Twitch platform because whenever they go to the Twitch homepage, all they see is tits. There are a lot of girls who sexualize themselves, but they make a lot of money doing it. So you get a low-cut blouse on Twitch. Those girls over there on Twitch that are live streaming with their boobs popping out of their chest, they're making thousands of dollars every day from guys and just sitting there trying to talk to them and have this connection with them. Yeah, they're making bank over there, showing off and playing this character. Now, whenever that camera's turned off, they are stone cold fucking businesswomen who don't give a fuck about anybody in that chat. The only thing they care about is their money, which is why they do it. And they'll play a role, they'll say whatever you want them to say in order to get your money. And they fall for it every fucking day. There's even one streamer over there who actually bashes her audience for not subscribing or sending her donations. She and there's videos floating around YouTube about this girl. Her name's Bad Bunny. And she self-promotes as the most entitled girl on Twitch. If she goes for an hour, streams for an hour, and somebody didn't send her $100, she throws a fucking fit on the live stream. Why the fuck isn't anybody donating to me? Why aren't you guys subscribing to me? Why aren't you guys paying me for doing this shit? And she never talks about anything good. It's brainless content. She's just sitting there with her boobs hanging out, wanting paid for it. That's the world we live in now. Look at bushcraft channels. Bushcraft channels right here on YouTube. You get a girl out in the woods, it don't matter if that girl is butt fuck ugly. She's going to have hundreds of thousands of subscribers and guys worshiping her just because she's got a puss. It happens every fucking day. And their comment sections are loaded. Look at Survival Lily. Ugliest goddamn woman on the planet. Looks like the fifth wave of feminism. She looks like a goddamn alien. Doesn't have no lips. And she's more of a dude than I am. And guys just think she's the hottest thing on the planet. Compared to what? That woman is nasty. Her personality's nasty. And the only reason she's talking to you is because you're fucking buying her cheap-ass made-in-Taiwan knife. Survival Lily's gross, man. I don't know how anybody could be attracted to that goddamn alien-looking thing. But, opinions vary. That's just my point of view. She doesn't have much skill set. And what set me off about Survival Lily, she didn't pop up on my radar until she killed a rabbit with a sniper rifle. And literally blew that rabbit apart just showing off for a YouTube video. Killed a rabbit with a fucking sniper rifle. Why would you do that? That was the dumbest shit. And that's what popped her up on my radar, so I go start watching her content. Can't understand a fucking word she's saying, and can't stand to look at her. I just live streamed once watching her videos, and I had to drink beer while I was doing it, and come to find out I could not drink enough beer to get through one episode of Survival Lily's channel. Wish her the best of luck, and all those guys over there thinking that that's hot shit, oh my god. I feel sorry for you, incel little bastards. You don't know what good looking is. I should probably shut up, huh? I shouldn't be insulting people like that. I should never insult anybody. That's just rude. But that's just me. Call it like I see it. That woman looks nasty. Ugh. Huntsman rants. I'm gonna have to make a coffee run soon. So, moving on. We're gonna get this link up one more time. We're counting down to midnight here on the live stream. At midnight, I'm gonna go to my second channel. Here's the link to the second channel. And I'm going to release 22 videos all at the exact same time, which I don't think anybody on YouTube has ever done before. It's a hell of a publicity stunt. 22 videos released all at once. YouTube might give me a notification that I spammed the platform releasing that many videos at one time. I don't know. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out how YouTube reacts to a 22 video bulk upload to the channel or to the servers. So the vlog series right there, 22 episodes, 22 different topics, 22 different styles of content. Some of it's outdoors, some of it's here. A lot of it's right here in this room because it is a vlog. It's just me talking about whatever is going on. Some after work stuff. I do work my day job, and I have to travel around for it, and I go to different locations. So with the coronavirus and all that other shit, we get to talk about how I handle that. But I work alone. There's just nobody around me when I'm working. I don't, even my boss only gets a hold of me through Messenger. Yeah, they may have. And like if they restarted a channel, they may have done that. That's true. I know, like, I have a backup channel. Like, all of the Huntsman content gets uploaded twice. Because of the stuff I say and do on my channel, I imagine sooner or later I'll get in trouble and they might try to shut me down. So if they ever, for whatever reason, they ever delete the Huntsman channel, like they just block me from YouTube, I still have that content backed up on a completely different channel under a completely different IP address and everything. So I have that insurance policy. Huntsman content is never going to disappear. Always back up your content. And it's the same with the upcoming Twitch channel and the live Bushcraft build series. All of those live streams will be re-uploaded to YouTube after they're streamed on Twitch because Twitch don't hold old content. Here's another thing. You can create content for YouTube, but you have to keep in mind that whatever content you put up on YouTube is competing with 15 years worth of other content. It's never been deleted. 15 years worth of content with thousands being uploaded every day. Over on Twitch, they only keep the content for 2 to 6 months, depending on your level. So you cannot, there could be somebody who's been streaming on Twitch for the past 14 years. Twitch has been around for 14 years, just like YouTube's been around for 15. But their streams they no longer exist. So they have nothing to show for the work that they've put into their channels or their following or building a community. They have nothing to show for it. The Twitch deletes it all. You're not competing with 15 years worth of content on Twitch. You're competing with what's happened in the past 60 days for the most part. So that means your content gets bumped to the top really fucking quick, but it also drops right back down to the bottom really quick before it disappears. That might be an idea, Megan. Just put a little something out there for future generations to find. Time capsule. We got that coming up this summer on the Huntsman series. We're going to be doing that. We got that flagstone out at the cottage. When we get back down to the cottage, we're going to be engraving names in that flagstone and burying it. So we have our own time capsule out there at the cottage. Cottage took some damage through the winter. And we're going to get out there to the camp. I've been saying that we're going to go back to the cottage, but I really want to hold out till things green up. The weather gets a little bit nicer and we're not just in this drab environment. But the cottage did take some damage that I have to go repair before we start streaming on Twitch, because the Twitch stream does start off at the cottage and then we move off from there. So we have point A, which is the cottage. That'll be my introduction stream. So we'll go over how we built that structure, and we'll go over how the game plays out, because it is a game. It's an interactive game over on Twitch. It's not just a live bushcraft build series. It's interactive. You guys are in charge of what I use and how I use it and where I go, all of it. We'll lay that out in the first live stream over there on Twitch, and then after that, the rules will be down in the video description so people can join in. But we will be starting off the Twitch series at the cottage, and then they'll tell me which direction to travel in, and we head off into the woods and go deeper, and find another campsite and start another build with all new materials that'll look completely different from what we did here with the first one. A completely different experience. I'm switching a lot of things up for the Twitch channel, and I don't want to just repeat the live bushcraft build series. I don't want to do what we've already done. I want it to be much more interactive, much more hands-on as far as the audience goes. Like, your guys' input will directly affect everything that happens in the Twitch live stream. So it is a game. It's a survival game where you guys create the scenarios and I have to adapt instantaneously live. There's no planning it out. There's no script. You guys create the scenario by manipulating the factors, and I have to overcome that with every stream. So we got that. That's going to be a big thing. We will be getting back to the cottage here very directly, so I can do those repairs. I don't know if that'll be a Friday night episode of Huntsman, or if it's going to be a bonus episode where I just go down there and do the repairs. Not a lot of repair to do. I do have some damage to the upper part of the chimney that has to be fixed, and one section of the stone accent wall that's right at the front of the build. I think 3 of the stones dropped off at the top of it. They just fell out. And the reason they fell out was because I did not get the chinking done on the back side of that wall. It wasn't pressed together with chinking on both sides, so I had a weak spot to it. It just cracked and fell off. So all we have to do is mix up some clay and patch that up, and she's good to go again. For those of you who don't know about the Twitch channel, which you should by now, all the goddamn content I've been popping out on it, you can get the link right there. That'll take you over to my Twitch channel, and it's easy to set up an account there. You can connect with Facebook or YouTube or any account. That way you can join in the live streams over there. If you are not a follower of the Twitch channel, you will not be able to comment in the live chat window. It's the live chat and the interaction is for followers only, so I can't have trolls coming over there not supporting the series and just trolling the live chat. They have to subscribe to the channel or follow the channel in order to participate. Yes, that's the point. That's the danger factor. And I've run into a few comments like that. Everybody talks about being a survivalist. Everybody thinks that they got their shit together. But if you actually get into a survival situation, that comes out of nowhere. It's not you can't stage it. So you can have this extreme weather survival challenge, or you can have this survival challenge, and you see survival challenges all over YouTube all the time. The problem with that challenge is it's not organic. They planned it out. It's all staged. Now, let's say somebody says, I'm going to do an extreme weather survival challenge. I'm going to go out and sleep in sub-zero weather. Fine. You prepared to do that. You hand-picked gear to do that and to be able to be comfortable doing it. And what it's going to come down to is you out there fixing a goddamn breakfast bagel. There's no challenge involved because it's premeditated. It's a premeditated situation. A live survival situation where circumstances come out of nowhere and you have to adapt with whatever the fuck it is you have. There's no pre-planned thing. There's no hand-selected gear. That's a whole different scenario. So all these people who think they're professional bushcrafters or survivalists, and they go out and do all of these challenges and they think that that's trained them to do something, they don't know jack shit. until they actually get into a real life survival situation. That's what we're mimicking with the Twitch series, with the Second Live Bushcraft Build series. The audience manipulates so much, so many different factors. Exactly, Megan. The audience manipulates so many different factors that I don't know what to expect from 1 minute to the next. And I have to instantaneously adapt to those situations and those decisions that they're making. So let's say they decide that for the one particular stream, they want to just explore the woods, maybe catch some wildlife on film. I'm walking through the woods and we're basically playing that old school game of left, right, straight. I walk for a while and then I stop and I ask the audience, do I go left, right, or straight? And through them guiding me through the woods, we come to the edge of a hill or a cliff. Then I have to ask the audience, do I go left, right, or straight? If they say straight, it means I have to do a huntsman slide down the edge of that cliff. And I just have to do it. And they're going to see that on the live stream. Now, I do have limits. You can't do anything that causes self-harm on a live stream because that'll just get your channel banned. But a huntsman slide, if I get to the edge of a cliff and I say, do you guys want me to descend the cliff or turn around and go the other way? And they say descend the cliff, then I have to almost instantaneously find a safe route down that cliff, whether it's a huntsman slide or swinging tree to tree, and I got to do it right there on the live stream. And I can't hesitate about it. I can't plan it out. It's got to be done. This is the decision. The decision's been made. You got to follow through with it. So that's how that's going to play out. If we're out there on an overnighter and they say, leave camp and wander off into the woods with no light, okay, I can do that. You guys won't be able to see any more than I will, but we can do that. We can try to navigate the woods in the dark and then make a loop and try to make it back to camp. I've done that before on live streams. Overnight, staying overnight. We had a tarp shelter set up, and I had a Dakota fire pit running during that overnighter. So having a Dakota fire pit, you can't see the flames. You can't see the light from the campfire because it's in the ground. So I wander off into the woods, live streaming, and I can't find camp because there's no light. So I had to fumble through the woods in the dark with no light, live streaming the entire time, and find a Dakota fire pit. That was a pain in the ass. I walked by that camp like 3 times during that live stream and didn't even see it. Which is the point in setting your camp up like that. It's covert camping. It's stealth camping. Even your campfire's hidden from view. If you get more than 20 yards away from that camp, you're not seeing it. Unless the light's reflecting off, their face. And that's what we wanted to prove in that live stream, that you can go out there and you can have a fire going and nobody can even see the fire, which is the trick of the Dakota fire pit. It burns really hot and it consumes a lot less fuel. A few twigs in there keeps it going for quite a while because of the drafting process, but the key is that the light itself cannot be seen. The Twitch live streams, man, it's going to be insane. I don't know what's going to happen. It's less planned out than the original series, the original Live Bushcraft Build series, which is what's going to make it so much more fun. I want my overall goal for the Twitch stream is to have the most realistic, real-time, organic experience in the outdoors that anybody has ever put out there. That's it. I want to be the absolute fucking best, period. Organic, live, unscripted, uncensored, unplanned. Audiences controlling so many facets of the show that if I can't instantly adapt to those situations, I could get hurt. The stream could just fail. Anything could happen. And it's that unexpected part that's missing from bushcraft videos on YouTube, where everything's scripted and choreographed, or the stunts that they're pulling where everything's premeditated and planned, and they ate a good meal before they went out, and all of their gear is specifically tailored for that video. This is a whole different scenario. This is something that those guys don't have the fucking balls to do, if you ask me. Half of them, I seen one say, one guy said that he was going to go out and do a minimalist challenge, and he was basically going to do a winter overnighter with only gear that he could carry in his wallet. He didn't make it a half an hour. He got out there. He set up this. It wasn't even a proper shelter. He unfolded his mylar blanket, and then he cut the camera off, and never came back. There's no follow-up video. That motherfucker cut that camera off, packed his shit up, and went home, threw that mylar blanket in the fucking garbage, and never used it. And he ain't gonna tell me no different. That's it, and that's the kind of fake shit that I'm pointing out all the time. I'm gonna take a real quick break, guys. I'm gonna go grab me another cup of coffee, and I'll be right back with you. If you can, hit that thumbs up. If you haven't yet, share this out on Twitter, Facebook. We only got a few people in here. Let everybody know that we're live streaming right now. Whenever I come back, I'll go ahead and throw it out on Facebook and Twitter again, so we can get some more people up here in the chat. I'm gonna take a quick break, and I'll be right back. Ugh. Alright, guys. Changed my mind. I'm going to have a beer instead. I've been talking so much filming videos here lately that I actually keep losing my voice. You hear my voice starting to get a little raspier as I keep going? That's because I've been cranking out so much damn content here lately. Some of it ain't going to be released for another 3 hours. It's a beer 30. Gotta have a beer for the pre-show, right? We might as well talk about a little bit about tomorrow night's episode. As I said earlier in the stream, it is a 1 hour, 18-minute episode. And here's something I've been considering lately too, and I'll get you guys' feedback while I have you here. One second. The 1 hour episodes. I had somebody mention that they think the 1 hour episodes are too long. Now, whenever it comes to making content for YouTube, a lot of people will tell you to make like a 10-minute video because audience retention is so low. And I thought about cutting the Friday night episodes down to like 30 minutes. Which, hey Jess, which would probably get me ahead a little bit, maybe. Because if I'm just putting out 30-minute videos, and I normally film a one hour's worth of footage, I could double the content. So I would basically film 2 weeks worth of content for each hike that I go on, or each outing that I go on. I was wondering if you guys wanted Friday night episodes to be shortened down to a half an hour rather than an hour-long episode. Like, is the hour-long episode still holding everybody's attention? We're coming in, I mean, we got the anniversary of the series here. It's a good time to talk about if a 1 hour episode on Friday night is holding up with everybody as far as the entertainment value of it goes. Can a Friday night, a 1 hour episode really hold your attention for that long? Because normally whenever I post a video, I don't get a lot of views on Friday night or through the weekend. The views come in the following week. So, as you know, people getting off work and they have a little bit of downtime through the work week, that's when they're actually stopping to watch the series. They don't watch on the weekend. A lot of outdoorsmen are out filming themselves on the weekend. So I totally understand that, and it never bothered me. Yeah, there's that too, and that's another thing. As far as live streaming goes, this is the perfect time to be a live streamer because you're in a room, kind of isolating yourself in a room, but you're still getting to talk to people. You still have direct live contact with people. You keep updated, but you can also sort of keep that distraction going. Give them something to talk about other than the shit world that we live in. Which is why I have not covered the pandemic. You guys got enough content. I mean, you're getting that thrown in your face every fucking day, everywhere you look. I'm not going to do that to you. Yeah, I mean, I get that there's some interest in it, and you want to keep up to date on the events that take place. But there's other people doing it. I don't need to do it too. I wouldn't be able to tell you anything new that other people aren't telling you. The only thing I might be able to tell you is I can explain why people are going out there impulse buying. Yeah, I mean, here now, the interesting part. I always had this pet peeve about repetitive content. I didn't want to do the same shit over and over and over again, but I've been doing that. At least I feel like I've been doing that. This first part of the year with the shed hunt, it's just shed hunt, shed hunt, shed hunt, shed hunt, shed hunt. Yeah, it's a different adventure each time, and we don't know if we're going to find anything or not. But at the same point in time, uh, that's all I've been filming. It hasn't been bushcraft survival. I haven't even talked about my new knife. Uh, it's just been whitetail and shed hunting, which I'm obsessed with right now, to be honest. And I got friends out there like Caitlin Moss, who last week's episode was inspired by out there just as obsessed as I am. That's just what I'm doing, so that's what I'm filming. Yeah, I agree, Jay. Impulse buying, though, the reason that's a psychological knee jerk reaction. They don't even know what it is they're buying or how they're going to use it. It just makes them feel like they have control, that they're offsetting the consequences, and they're not. So, I mean, and the funniest part is, of course, the toilet paper thing. Everybody going out there buying toilet paper, that was their impulse buy number one. But the virus is a respiratory infection. It doesn't give you the shit. So why are you buying so much toilet paper? Uh, it's because it's monkey see, monkey do, lemming syndrome. People don't think for themselves. They see one person doing it. They think that that's what needs to be done, so they go and do it too. And the next thing you know, nobody has any fucking toilet paper on their shelves. Now, that toilet paper is going to serve them absolutely no fucking purpose in the pandemic. It's not going to save them at all. I mean, it has no value as far as fighting off the pandemic or being prepared. They should have been buying food and medicines, but instead they were buying toilet paper, which made no fucking sense. Unless you understand the psychology of the general public, they don't know what to do. They don't know what to buy. So they're just grasping at straws, whatever makes them feel like they have some sort of power or some sort of control over the situation. So they'll go to the store and they'll buy $500 worth of what they consider to be supplies, and it's just blind buying. They're just throwing stuff in their cart, and then they'll sort of take stock of what they just grabbed whenever they get back home. But because they went out and they spent all this money on all of these things, it released endorphins in their brain for one. So they're getting a dose of hormones because shopping actually produces euphoria in your brain. That's why there's the shopping therapy thing. Yeah. But it just makes them feel like they're in control. So they go home with this stockpile of stuff and they think they're safe now. At least for a little bit. They're not. Yep. Man, I missed the Discworld series, Megan. I haven't read any of those books in years. I have not. I have not even thought about that in years. Those are some of my favorite books too back in the day. Discworld was a good series. That guy is absolutely brilliant. Was that Terry Pratchett? Brilliant fucking writer. Some of the best quotes ever written came from the Discworld series, especially quotes by Death. Death was an actual character in the Discworld series, and he always talked in all capitals. So you know when Death was talking because the sentence was written in all capital letters. And Death says some really fucked up shit in the Discworld series. He was funny. Death did not take life seriously. Let me tell you. Yeah, yeah. Squirrels. They're mating season. Mating season for skunks and squirrels right now. I have a squirrel that lives in the pear tree out back. His name's Franklin, and he brought his girlfriend over the other day, and they were scurrying around on my front porch. And I don't know why there ain't nothing out there for them, but they were chasing each other around in a circle on my front porch. Got the dogs going on nuts. Yeah, Franklin's got a girlfriend. I don't know where that whore came from, but Franklin's a happy guy right now. Uh, and then the skunks breeding everywhere, because where I live at, and I have woods nearby, the skunks start breeding, and then you smell skunk all the fucking time. I'm so sick of smelling skunk. I think I'm actually immune to the smell now. I got desensitized to the smell of skunk. But I've been lucky enough that the girls haven't got sprayed yet. When Bailey was alive, she got sprayed by a skunk once. That was fun. Bailey was quick though. For as big as Bailey was, she was a quick shepherd lab, buddy. She chased a goddamn skunk, squirrel, birds, everything. She was chasing it down. That skunk got the best of her one time though. She came in just reeking of skunk. Good thing I knew how to get rid of it. And it didn't include tomato juice. Chicken of the trees, I like that. Yeah, squirrel is dark meat and rabbit is white. Jay, I did not give Bailey a tomato juice bath whenever she got sprayed by a skunk. I used, what was it? I threw together. It was a powder. It was baking soda, cornstarch powder, and I can't remember what else was in that recipe. But it was a powder, and you just dust them with the powder, and it's instantaneously gone. No wet. If you get it wet with the tomato juice, which the acid in the tomato juice breaks down the oils, it can make it worse actually for a while. So I didn't have a wet dog that smelled like skunk and wet dog. I just dusted her with this dry powder recipe that I had gotten, and it was home DIY shit, but I dusted her with that, and it was instantly gone. That was amazing. I know it was baking soda, cornstarch, but I can't remember what the fucking other thing was. And the other thing was really important too. But it was an odd thing. But yeah, it worked. I have to look it up. If I look it up, I'll go ahead and make a video on how to do that. But you gotta think, cornstarch and baking soda, they neutralize odors anyway. But there was something else to it. And I think the baking soda had an effect on the oil, because that's what it is. It's an oil, which is why it smells so potent and it stays on top of their fur. If you can break that oil up, it helps. That's why if you do have to wash them, or you decide to wash them, add a little bit of Dawn dish soap to whatever you're using, and the Dawn dish soap will break that oil up so it washes off of them. You always use Dawn dish soap. Dawn dish soap is good for a lot of things. But contrary to popular belief, Dawn dish soap does not kill viruses and bacteria. Regular soap, even hand soap, unless it's an antibacterial hand soap that actually has another chemical added to it, soap does not kill viruses and bacteria whenever you're washing your hands. What soap does is it makes your skin so slippery that viruses and bacteria can no longer stick to the surface of your skin, so they slide off. So it might have been citric powder, Megan. That might have been it. But yeah, so whenever you're washing your hands, like they're telling you to do right now, you have to wash them for so long, because you're making your skin so slippery that viruses and bacteria slide off. It's not actually killing them. So Like, say you're washing your hands over the sink, right? And a drop of that soap drops down and gets on the sink. All the viruses and bacteria that were on your hands are now on your sink. You're just taking them off of your skin and washing them down the drain, basically, so don't miss the fucking drain. But make sure you clean your sink out after you wash your hands, because you're just putting the viruses and bacteria in your sink. It's not killing them at all. Hand sanitizer that everybody's buying left and right does not kill viruses and bacteria. They call it hand sanitizer, but it doesn't kill anything. What hand sanitizer does is it destroys all of the oils in the top layer of your skin. So once again, you're creating an environment on the surface of your skin that viruses and bacteria can't attach to. It's too dry for them to survive, which is why they call it sanitizer. You're just breaking down the oils in your skin so you flush it off. It doesn't actually kill anything. Even a high alcohol content doesn't kill the viruses and bacteria like everybody thinks that it does. You're just drying your skin out. And that's all that is. So there's a lot of myths out there. People fucking believe anything. Hand soap does not kill viruses and bacteria, and neither does hand sanitizer. It don't work. You can wash them off, but you're just displacing them someplace else. So you're either making your skin so slippery that they slide off, or you're making your skin so dry that they can't attach. You're changing you gotta think of your skin or your body as the environment, and you're making a hostile environment. You're either making it too slippery or you're making it too dry. So if you put hand sanitizer on, it's like causing, from the virus's point of view or from a bacterial point of view, you just caused a massive drought. There's no water, there's no oil to drink, so they dehydrate and they die of dehydration. Yep. True. So yeah, I think that's it. You got to look at things from the viral or the bacterial point of view. Your body is the environment that you're trying to pack up and move into. So if you make a hostile environment, you're not going to get sick. Which is, keep your fucking self clean. Make sure your skin is either slippery and they can't attach to you, or so dry that they don't want to. Those are the deterrents. That's not going to solve everything. Now, once they get into your body, it's just, your metabolism creates a hostile environment. You get a fever because your body is trying to increase its temperature so high that the virus or the bacteria that you're infected with cannot survive in those extreme temperatures. It's just like any creature in the ocean that gets too close to a volcanic vent. Some creatures can live near that volcanic vent, and some can't because it's too hot. So you start running a fever trying to burn it out. It's like starting a wildfire. You're trying to run those creatures out of the woods, which is your body. You are more virus than host. You are. You're a petri dish. You're a microcosmic world. Your body is a microcosmic world with its own climate, its own weather patterns, everything. You ever get in those situations where you feel warm but your feet feel cold? Because your blood is pulling back up to your core. So your legs and your arms feel cold but you feel hot, and you don't understand why? That's weather. It ain't no different than the weather. It's because your core, the sun, is heating up one part of your body, but it's still freezing in the poles, you know? Perspective is everything, man. You could come up with a point of view to better explain anything that happens to you from a microbial point of view, or a hormonal point of view, or an emotional, mental point of view. You could come up with a metaphor for it. That I'm saying that your body's a microcosmic world with its own weather patterns, its own sun, which is your core temperature, which radiates out to your limbs. Sometimes it's colder in your hands than it is or hotter in your hands than it is in your chest, and then everything balances out. So, say your core starts cooling down and it needs more, your core's wanting to heat up. There's a wind. Your blood is flowing just like the wind, where it's transferring heat from your hands back to your core. It has to flow. You can manipulate that flow. You can turn it around. So if you start getting hypothermic, you don't worry about covering your hands and your feet. You don't worry about your extremities at all. That's not where the problem is. The problem is your core is pulling everything back in. So you got to get your core hot, and then everything else will balance out. So, like say you're out in the wintertime, you get hypothermia, you don't worry about putting your hands over the campfire to warm them up so you don't get frostbite. You put your chest up to the campfire, and then your core temperature will take care of everything else. It'll get that blood flowing back, which is what frostbite is anyway. Uh, you got to get your core hot. So you got to go to the source of the problem, not try to cover up the symptoms of the problem. That's where people fuck up. That's why, my gear is based on, my winter gear is based on my chest. I have an extra vest that I put on. It has nothing to do with my arms. It's just a leather vest that holds my core temperature in. The heat from my core is radiated back to itself. It's recycling itself. So my hands and I don't have to wear gloves in the wintertime because I got my core temperature so hot, it's pushing all of that heat down into my extremities because it's excess heat. So, like if in the summertime, whenever you get hot and your hands start sweating, that's your body trying to get rid of excess heat. In the wintertime, if you get your core temperature so hot with the gear that you're wearing, your hands will start sweating because so much heat is traveling, radiating out from your core down your extremities. You don't have to wear gloves because you're producing enough heat in the background that it offsets the cold outside. You see what I'm saying? You just have to know how to manipulate the checks and balances of what's going on around your body. And it's the same with emotional or psychological problems. Let's say I'm suffering from anxiety. Well, okay, a lot of people who suffer from anxiety go out and they get medicated, right? So they don't feel so anxious no more. That's not solving the problem. That's covering up the symptoms. You're addressing the symptoms, but you're not addressing the core issue. So the core issue never goes away. If you want to stop feeling anxious, you forget about the symptoms, the actual feeling of anxiousness, and you figure out where it's coming from to begin with. What in your head is making that happen? And then you stop it at the source. Same with depression. Oh, I'm depressed. All I want to do is sleep all day, or I have suicidal thoughts. It's gone to that extreme. All right, well, stop focusing on the feeling itself because the feeling's just a symptom. That feeling is produced by a hormonal reaction. It's a chemical reaction. All emotions are just a chemical reaction. If you stop that chemical reaction, you're not depressed no more. But instead, they go out and they get medicated to address the symptoms, but not the problem. It's like putting salve on a tumor. You're not curing the tumor, you're just curing the irritation. Or treating the irritation, covering it up. Big trend right now, CBD oil, CBD lotion, all these marijuana extracts that people are slapping all over themselves. You're not solving the problem. All that stuff does is it deadens the nerve endings in the top layers of your skin so you can't feel pain no more. The pain's still there. It's just you blocked your fucking brain from being able to actually feel it. So the problem's still happening, but you've made yourself so fucking stupid that you're not even aware of what is happening with your body no more. Oh, my back hurts, so I'm going to put some CBD oil on my back. Oh, I feel better. No, your back still hurts. You're just so fucking stupid now that you can't feel it. You've blocked that part of your brain. You didn't solve anything. You just covered it up. But people don't want cures. They don't want to actually fix their problem. What people want is to fix their pain. It doesn't matter how they do it. Like, let's say I suffer from depression of something that happened to me 10 years ago, right? I can't change what happened to me, so I'm just going to be depressed. That's a bullshit point of view. This whole lifelong victim shit is a bullshit point of view. And that's what reinforces that to continue on happening. You have to feed that fire or it's going to go out. Anything that's ever happened to you in your life, you have to feed the fire or it's going to go out. If you don't feed the problem, if you don't nurture the problem, eventually your body and your psychology or your emotional state will adapt to the problem, and this is just your new normal. Am I getting too deep? Everybody in the fucking chat got quiet. Y'all just listening to me talk now? I'm not as stupid as I pretend to be. Ugh. I took a lot of sociology and psychology courses. Everything that you see me do in the Huntsman series over the past 2 years, it was all intentional. Everything. Everything that I've ever said, even the organic rants, the shit that I say and do in the series, it's all psychology. It's entertainment. And that's what the Huntsman series, the main series on Friday nights, is all about. It's about entertaining people. It's not about Bushcraft 101. You don't come to me for lessons. You already know what the hell it is you're doing. I'm not going to teach you anything new. I'm not going to teach you anything you haven't seen somewhere else. I might pull a miracle off every once in a while. I have done that primarily with the wildlife. I think I do have a connection with the wildlife that's unique. And I've come up with some epic fucking moments, but that's none of my doing. The credit goes to the wildlife. But as far as content goes, as far as lessons, bushcraft survival lessons, even psychology lessons that I've just been talking about now, I'm not. It's nothing new. I've learned this from someone else. It's not like I was revolutionary with the idea. I read a lot of shit that nobody else reads, and it just comes out. Entertainment. Okay, Jay, you reached the topic here. We'll go ahead and talk about. And I know a lot of you guys out there have your own shows and you're trying to do your own thing. So I'm going to give you right now, before the new channel premieres, where you'll get an extra video on this topic, I'll give you guys the biggest secret to growing on any platform. Whether it's YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, whatever platform that you're on, I'll give you the biggest secret right now that successful channels are not telling you. The one thing that they're not telling you. And you get this a lot. How long have we been streaming now? 81 minutes. But so they'd had anybody out there that's missing this, they didn't want to join in the old Huntsman's live stream, is going to miss this golden nugget that we're going to talk about right here, right now. Jay, I'm pretty sure you got a channel. I know that Monster Castle Interactive Radio has their own podcast. I've actually been on that podcast. Very fun guys to hang out with. Those crazy sons of bitches. That's true, David. They're not trying to cure you. There's no profit in cures. There's only profit in management. You want them to be diseased. You want them to be hurting because they keep coming back to you and you keep making money off of the same person 1,000 different times. It's just good business. All right, the biggest secret to growing. And I'm not the biggest YouTube channel. Probably never will be because I'm a dick. But I have gained 200 subscribers, 200 plus subscribers in the past 2 weeks alone. I had 100 subscribers before I even launched this channel. I have, 35 subscribers or something like that on the new channel before I even launch it. Maybe I don't have that many. Let me look. 37 subscribers. So I have more than I think. 37 subscribers on a vlog channel that has no videos on it. Now here's the secret that nobody, and you can Google, like, you can, or go on YouTube and you can look up, how do I grow my channel in 2020? And you'll get a bunch of channels out there who feed you a 10-minute line of bullshit. It's just clickbait. The only reason they're putting that content out is for views. Which is what they can do after they already establish a channel. The biggest secret to building a YouTube channel, a Twitch channel, a following of any sort, is personality. You have to be, it's personality disguised as a YouTube channel. The Huntsman series would not be the Huntsman series unless it was for me focusing on a specific facet of my personality. Now, granted, I'm a different type of person in different situations. Megan, there in the live chat, can tell you, I have an extremely strong, old school, medieval, romantic side. I love beautiful women, fairy tales, wine. I mean, look at the fucking room I'm sitting in. I love Victorian age stuff. I love poetry. I love philosophy. I love psychology. I love art. But whenever you're watching the Huntsman series, you don't get all of those facets. You don't get the romantic side of Steve Freeman, where I'm reading poetry to you guys, or I'm talking about uh, some of the girls that I follow, who I respect, and I'm subscribed to their channels, or I support them in their endeavors, that I just think are the most enchanting, beautiful fucking women I've ever seen. I don't say that to them. But they're inspiring to me. The beauty inspires me, and whenever I'm out in nature, the beauty of nature inspires me. The beauty of a white-tailed deer, the beauty of a flower, the beauty of a mushroom inspires me. Uh, Poetry inspires me. Fucking sappy love story movie inspires me. Now that don't come out in my channel because I'm just reading your comment, Jay. That don't come out in my channel because we're only talking about one facet on this multi-cut gem that is me. So with the Huntsman series, it's the redneck side of me. There's 1,000 other facets to my life and my personality that don't come out in the series. People don't come to the Huntsman channel to see romanticized fairy tales. Yes, we have an enchanted forest and landscape that we film in, but they come here to see a redneck, farm-raised, antisocial behavioral syndrome dick entertain them. If I was to switch my content to a different facet of my personality, I would lose subscribers. They want to see beer drinking, hell raising, trash talking, finger gesturing, redneck Steve. But there are a lot of other facets to me. Megan knows me better than anybody on the planet. You could ask her anything, she'll tell you straight. She's known me longer and on a more personal level than anybody else on the planet. And what she sees in the Huntsman series is not what she's seen out of me before. It's not what she's seen out of me on different forums, in different circumstances. She knows how extreme I can get, and people on YouTube think that they know me. They don't have a fucking clue. And I think Megan would attest to that. People don't know who the fuck I am or who they're talking to at all. They're only getting one side of me. And they're only getting one side of you guys, too. You just got to figure out which personality trait that you possess, which facet of your being sells the most and entertains people the most. What's missing? What people want to see? What entertains them? What gets their imagination going? What gets them hyped up? And you use that. So the Huntsman is it's my personality disguised as a YouTube channel. Huntsman Alpha is a Twitch channel that I just came up with that's a different facet of my personality disguised as a Twitch channel. The vlog that's gonna launch at midnight tonight is a different facet of my personality and my everyday life disguised as a YouTube channel. YouTube, or what you're creating, is a secondary facet to what you already are. That's where the secret lies. If you don't have it in you from the get, you're not going to be able to fake it whenever you go out there and try to create a channel or create a brand. And I see people doing that right now. I see previous subscribers of mine, and I keep wanting to mention the little bastard's name. I haven't yet. I have a previous subscriber who took what I did, tried to copy it. He tried to be Huntsman 2.0. That didn't work out because people were calling him out for being fake. Like, you're just pretending to be Huntsman. You talk just like him. You literally say the same things that I said, trying to adapt my personality traits. But that's not him. So he couldn't keep up with that farce. That's a good thing to do, Jay. It shouldn't be about you whenever you're out in the woods. It should be about the woods itself. It should be about the experience. That's what I'm trying to give to people is a first person experience. Yeah, a lot of the times the camera's turned around to me, so I'm talking to you guys directly through the camera. But a lot of times the camera's turned around where you guys are seeing through my eyes. I'm holding the camera at my eye level, so you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. So it's like you're inside on the ride. You know what I mean? Um, Back to what I was saying. So this kid tried to emulate me. It didn't work out. He can't maintain that lie. Then he goes out and he tries to copy Drop Forge Survival, and he won't be able to maintain that lie either. Then he goes out and tries to copy one of his other buddies and starts Bible thumping. He won't be able to maintain that lie either. He actually got on his channel and said he spends 6 hours every day reading the Bible. Anybody believes that, they're full of you deserve to be conned. Always promoting Joe Robinette. Now, this kid was subscribed to me, agreed with every word that I said, decided to take another route. He crawls up Joe Robinette's ass and dies. Like, he's not going nowhere promoting Joe Robinette. Joe Robinette don't need him to plug his channel for him. Joe Robinette's going to be just fine. He don't need some new startup city boy fucking plugging him. You're not bringing Joe any new views. You're not widening his audience. You're not increasing his revenue by plugging his channel. He is not even grateful to your sorry ass. Joe Robinette's going to be fine no matter what anybody says about him because he's got a blind, deaf, and dumb following. 1 second, guys.
I got a new friend.
That's wonderful. Ugh. Sorry about that, guys. Wife got needy there for a second. Riding coattails, Jay called it. So I come onto the scene. Whenever I came onto the scene with the Huntsman series, I did the exact opposite of what everybody else does. Everybody and I've called that out. I was calling it a cookie cutter channel, where you're just trying to copy what somebody else does, and they do that. They do that with the tagging each other or copying their bushcraft survival challenges. Remember whenever the show us your steak challenge was going around? The only reason everybody was doing that was because that they thought that show me your steak challenge was going to be the one thing that got them over because it happened to be trending at the time. And it didn't get anybody anywhere. Like, you jumped on this bandwagon and it didn't get you a single fucking subscriber. It didn't get you anything. You still average views. So you went in, you tried to ride this wave and the wave just drowned you. Like, you didn't exist. Like, it did nothing to your benefit. They do it all the time, and they're going to continue doing it. Even if they watch this live stream, and they get to this part in the live stream where I say copying those survival challenges or tagging each other in the challenges ain't going to get you nowhere. They're going to continue doing it because they want to believe that it will. And then you look at the Huntsman series, and I do the exact opposite of what everybody else does. Tomorrow night is my 100th episode, guys. 100 episodes, Friday night episodes since I started this channel. And in that episode, I do the exact opposite of what you would expect me to do. There's no stunts. There's no tricks. There's no fancy intro. There's no music video attached to it. There's no thank yous. There's nothing. It's a regular episode, a little bit longer, with nothing fancy about it. I'm not clickbaiting. I'm not trying to pull a stunt. I just go out there and do what I do every fucking day. It's the 100th episode. You think I'd pull something big, something massive, something fancy. Nope. Just Huntsman being Huntsman. His boring ass self. You know, but I have a lot going on. It's not like I had a lot of time to invest in we're going to do a 10-day overnighter. You know, we're going to do a 10-day survival challenge like all these other bastards are doing in their backyards because they ain't going nowhere to do it. They're literally in their backyard. They can see their house from here, you know. They're just saying, I'm going to do a 10-day overnighter out in the wilderness. Motherfucker, your wife is waving through you through the kitchen window. Shut the fuck up. But their subscribers believe it. They don't tell you how far out they went, that they had to hike for hour after hour. For all you know, this fucker has a wooded lot in his backyard. He's not more than 200 yards from his house. And he's selling this to you as a wilderness survival challenge whenever he's just on the edge of the fucking wilderness, which is maybe a couple of acres of wooded land right in his fucking backyard. And you guys believe it. It's all staged. And I point that out, and people hate me for it because they don't like the illusion being broke. But I'm not staging anything. I go out on a shed hunt. I film the shed hunt just because that's what I'm doing. I'm not going to go to extremes to pull some dumb stunt. I don't pull dumb stunts. I don't go out in the woods for 10 days. Daddy's got a day job. My wife would never let me go out in the fucking woods for 10 days. She might let me go out for an overnighter, but no 10 days. See, Jay? Honesty's been my policy from the get. And it's probably, I tell you what, it's probably cost me a couple hundred subscribers over the past 2 years. I did have one video, and I can't remember which one it was for sure. But when I released this one video, I lost 10 subscribers. Instantly. I think it was the one where I called out Drop Forge Survival for staging a scene in one of his videos. So, and it's obvious that it's staged. I mean, it's obvious that it's scripted. You cannot listen to the dialogue of that video and know that he didn't tell his kids what to say in the video. He staged the scene. And I pointed that out. And at the same point in time, I was calling out another guy for staging what he claimed to be a 3-day stay. But if you look at day 1 and day 3, it was the same wood burning in the campfire. That's where I got on this thing, this whole kick about, okay, you guys are faking your videos. You're conning your audience. And I called him out on it. I lost subscribers for doing it. People turned on me for being honest with them. For pointing out, you guys are fucking stupid if you believe this. Because it's their heroes. Guys that they look up to. Guys that got them involved in bushcraft and the outdoors. And then I come on there and I say, guys, this guy's fake. And I can prove it. I can take screenshots from his fucking videos that are still up on his channel. Even after I called him out for being fake, those videos are still there. He ain't going to delete them because it got him views. It got him revenue. It's still getting him views and revenue. Even though it's fake. And old Huntsman said it was fake. People are still watching that shit, believing it. I'd rather be honest and lose subscribers. Because if you want to believe that kind of shit, you don't belong in my life. I don't want you in my life. If you're that fucking stupid and you're just so obsessed with a guy that whenever somebody calls bullshit that you would rather remain blind, deaf, and dumb, I don't want you around me. You're not the type of person that's going to make it. I need honest people. I need people that aren't afraid to call bullshit when they see it. And I expect them to do it with me too. If you see something that I'm doing that you think is staged, fucking say it. We'll hash it out. If I call somebody out that's staging some shit, you know what they do? They block me from their channel, where they hide the user comments from my channel where I can't call them out. Tyler Wood did that. Tyler Wood was a buddy of mine. I supported him. I even gave him shout-outs. Tyler Wood has me blocked where I can't comment on his channel. He hid my comments from his channel. Because Tyler Wood went and crawled up Joe Robinette's ass and Drop Forge Survival's ass, and he's trying to emulate them. He's trying to ride their coattails. And you cannot be a friend of the Huntsman and a friend of those beta male pussies at the same time. You got to pick a side. Tyler chose his side. I can respect that. But now Tyler's out there faking videos just like all these other guys doing. And I tried to call him out on it. I was like, oh, now you're just as fake as they are, you dumb son of a bitch. What's he do? Rather than addressing it and being a fucking man, he just blocks my comments so nobody can see my comments on his channel. I can't call out Tyler Wood Bushcraft for faking videos no more, or being a fucking puss, or lying to his subscribers, because he just blocked me. And that's fine. That's self-preservation. That's how you know the son of a bitch is fake. Whenever he can't handle constructive criticism or somebody calling bullshit on his content, he doesn't want his subscribers knowing that, so he's going to block the guy saying it. He wants to keep that illusion going. One thing I can say about Joe Robinette, as much as I hate his business side, Joe don't fake his videos. Joe don't fake it. He's never faked a stay. And I know that because of his physical appearance. If Joe Robinette goes out for a 10-day overnighter, his physical appearance, by the time he gets done with that, that kid has beat himself to hell and back. His skin turns orange from exposure. He's lost weight. He's dehydrated. He's weak. He starts babbling where he can't form coherent thoughts because of dehydration, malnutrition, exposure. If Joe Robinette goes out for a 10-day stay, that little kid is out there for a 10-day stay. He don't fake nothing. Joe Robinette has actually earned my respect as far as a survivalist goes. Joe Robinette can go out there and survive for as long as Joe Robinette wants to go out there and survive. The only problem I have with Joe is he uses that skill set and that ability to profit. And it's just nothing but profit for him. That's where he fails as a man in my eyes. You should do it for a different motivational factor than monetary gain. And people that sell out like he did, I can respect your skills, but I can't respect you as a person. So that's the thing with Joe. Now you look at Tyler Wood. Tyler Wood ain't making a living off of YouTube, but he's already trying to fake it. So he's trying to build an audience off of being a fucking. He's a city boy. He's a city boy who didn't have a dad teaching him shit growing up. He latches on to a couple of guys, and he has these daddy issues that he's carrying with him. And he's going out there trying to fake this clout to gain a following and to grow and to finally get to the point where he's one of the guys, you know. Tyler's just a kid. He's a city boy trying to fit in with a crowd that he doesn't belong to. He coulda. He was marketable. Tyler Wood is marketable as fuck. He's got the look. He's got the fucking beard going on. He's a good-looking kid. He was hungry for knowledge. He was honest about his development at first. But then out of nowhere, just overnight, Tyler decided to switch sides and rather be fake than be a legitimate man. And he tried to take shortcuts. He wanted to grow faster in a shorter amount of time without earning any respect or clout. And it's fallen flat on his fucking face. And that's just karma. You can't fake dignity. You can't fake being a man. Either you are or you're not. And eventually people will catch on to that. Yeah, you might get some fucking people who never made it out of high school who want to believe your shit. But whenever it comes to a guy that actually knows some shit and has experienced some shit, they're never going to follow you. The people that actually matter, the people that actually have credibility, are never going to actually follow you. I'll bet you. I'll tell you what. I'll bet you Joe Robinette is not subscribed to Tyler Wood's channel, no matter how much he kisses Joe's ass every fucking week and plugs him every fucking week. Trying to show screenshots where him and Joe are texting back and forth like that screenshot is some sort of resume, some sort of proof of credibility, some sort of endorsement from Joe. Joe's not endorsing Tyler Wood. Yeah, he might be talking to him as a fan, but that's just what you do whenever you're a content creator. You engage with your fans. That's what makes you a success, is engaging with your fans, one-on-one contact every once in a while. It's just like Caitlin Moss. She came to my channel. Caitlin don't know me. I don't know her. Don't know, I know a little bit about her. I know her biography. I know how she got started. I know she killed her first deer when she was 12 years old hunting with her dad. Uh, it was a doe. Uh, and it was kind of anticlimactic for her. The way she felt after she got done with that hunt put her off on hunting. But her dad kept dragging her out anyway. She didn't want to hunt no more because it was just, it felt bad killing an animal. But then her dad goes out and he kills a buck. And Caitlin's like, that could have been me. I could have had that trophy buck. So then she gets back into hunting again. See, I know that about Caitlin, but me and Caitlin's not friends. We're acquaintances. We're partners in a way, but very lightweight partners. I got permission to use some of her content and produce videos for her, promoting her. Basically, clickbait for my channel. And that's it. And that's the straight up honest truth about all of the girls that I network with. I'll write to them or whoever they're working through, and I say, hey, can I get copyright permission to use content for some promotional videos? Now, what does that do for the Huntsman channel? Discoverability. People aren't going out there trying to find Steve Freeman. They're not going out there trying to find the Huntsman channel. They're going out there trying to find Hannah Barron. They're going out there trying to find Caitlin Moss. They're going out there trying to find Outdoors Alley. So I work with people who already have an established following, promote their content because it brings more attention to my own. It's total clickbait. Working with these girls, it's out of respect, but as far as the channel dynamic goes, it's clickbait. It's views. It's watch time. That's all it is. Whenever I went to Caitlin and I said, a couple weeks ago, and I said, hey, Caitlin, I love your work. I honestly love her work. I respect her as a woman. I respect her as a hunter and an outdoors woman, whatever you want to call them. I say, hey, Caitlin, can I, give you a shout out on my channel? Use some of your content to make you a couple of videos. Talk about you in one of my Friday night episodes. And Caitlin was like, yeah, go ahead. That's fine. She don't know me. She don't know what my intentions were towards her content. For all she knows, I could have taken her content and just bashed the shit out of her. I had no intention of doing that. Me and Caitlin aren't friends. She wouldn't consider me a friend. I'm just an acquaintance. I'm just another outdoors guy. And I told her straight up in the email, the only reason I want to use your content and throw your picture up here and there is for clickbait. It's total clickbait. It's for views, watch time, keeps the channel going. It extends my audience out to a wider range of people because YouTube is a discovery platform. If you wanted to get discovered, you shout out people that everybody's looking for. So Hannah Barron, I go to her and Jeff and say, hey guys, do you mind if we work together? I use some of your content, throw you a shout out. Fuck yeah, go ahead and do it. They're all about networking. They're trying to bring more people into their brand. At the same point in time, they're trying to educate the general public on hunting and conservation and everything that they do. The Barons are all about networking with people if you know how to contact them. You can't get on Instagram or go to Hannah's channel and message her directly. You have to actually work to find her business email. You get her business email, then you can get copyright permission to use Hannah Barron content on your channel, and you'll get 100,000 views just because it's Hannah Barron. That's why I did it. And I'm just being honest with you guys straight up. The reason I work with women is because the women sell. And they increase my productivity because by putting the girls out there, it's bringing me a wider audience. Everybody's coming to see them, or everybody's searching for them, so they find me in the same group of people. That's how you network. That's what networking really is. It's not about copying another guy. It's not about, you don't see me copying Hannah Barron. No, I'm putting Hannah's content out there with links to all of her sites in the video descriptions so people can go find her sites. If you're looking for Hannah Barron content, I can use anything that Hannah puts out at any time for years until she revokes my access to her accounts. If Hannah Barron put out a new video tonight, I could actually just copy that video, upload it to my channel, and I would not get a copyright strike. She would not flag the video or anything like that because I just directly contacted her and said, hey, Hannah, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm about. This is why I need your content. Why I need you to help me grow. It did the same with Caitlin Moss. Straight up. Caitlin, you're beautiful. You're talented. You got a hell of a skill set. I'm going to use you for clickbait. She's like, all right, go ahead and do it. Because she knows the business aspect of being a content creator. And it's like that for any content creator. If you're not networking in that fashion, you're not going to get anywhere. Nobody's looking for you. You're a nobody. Yet, you have to network with people who are already established. But I can't go to Joe Robinette and say, hey, Joe, can I make you a promotional video? Joe's going to tell me to go to hell. He did that at the beginning of the Huntsman series because I was attacking Heavy Cover. I was attacking one of his sponsors, so he couldn't endorse me. Because of the business aspect of YouTube. That's the shit that happens behind the scenes, guys, that nobody talks about on their channel. Whenever it comes to the business, it's just business. It's nothing personal. There's not even an emotional investment in it. I'm not angry at you. I'm not happy for you. I don't wish you ill will. I don't wish you the best of luck. It's just business. That's the truth about being a YouTuber. It's just business. And I learned that early on. I learned that before I started my channel. Fuck you, Hiking Deep. By the time you showed up, you fucking late runner, hit my thumbs up. Validate me. Isn't that what people bank on now? How many thumbs up I got? How many hearts I got? Oh, I'm validated. It's just like last week, or no, earlier today. I got buzzed off a can of beer. Earlier today, when Caitlin came to last Friday night's episode, and actually is in the comment section, so you can go to last Friday night's episode of Huntsman and see Caitlin Moss, who I talked about in the episode, right there in the comment section. And then you can actually follow her name right to her channel and subscribe to her. She's fucking awesome as hell. Caitlin came to the Huntsman channel to see the episode that I filmed in her name. After I said I'm gonna clickbait you. And she left some positive feedback, you know. And she oh, I felt it, I felt it right here. Right here in my black little heart. Caitlin comes to last week's episode and leaves a comment in the section. I'm like, I'm validated now. I got an endorsement from Caitlin Moss. Number one, she let me use her content, gave me permission to make some videos for her and give her shout outs and let everybody know that little Caitlin's out there. She's a tiny little thing too. And then she jumps in on my comment section. Not only did she give me permission to use her content, but she jumps in on the comment section and she's right there interacting with me one-on-one. So I'm validated. I got a Caitlin Moss endorsement. That's pretty fucking cool. Caitlin's got a pretty good following. She's doing all right for herself. But Caitlin's also honest with everybody. She'll tell you about the business side of being in the outdoors. She won't follow anybody back. Like she's not subscribed to my channel. She won't follow you on Instagram. She won't friend request you on Facebook or accept a friend request on Facebook. No, you're just the audience. You stay out there in the audience. It's like going to wrestling, right? Or going to any sporting event. There's that barricade between you and the performer. You can't cross that barricade without getting arrested. And it's the same with being a content creator. You guys are here talking to me one-on-one, but there's this barricade between me and you. There's this screen between me and you. So what's happening back here behind me, behind the scenes, is the business ass end of being a creator. And what you guys see is what I'm showing you right here on the screen. You don't see what's going on behind my back. So I could be, you know, just flipping you off this whole entire time and you didn't even know it. But that's what a lot of content creators do, is they're flipping you off while saying, hey man, thanks for the thumbs up. It's just business, guys. That's the truth about YouTube. That's the truth about Twitch. Look at my Twitch channel coming up. For those of you new coming into the chat, we'll go ahead and put this up one more time. Huntsman Alpha over on Twitch. So it's the evolution of the outdoors Bushcraft, live Bushcraft build series. New platform, new channel, new feel. Been promoting the shit out of it. There's Huntsman Alpha content everywhere. That's true, Hiking Deep, that's true. Number one in my book. Huntsman Alpha content has been coming out everywhere. I've been promoting the shit out of this channel. 2 months before the live stream. The reason I promoted it 2 months before the live stream kicks off, before we actually premiere the channel, is because it takes that much time to build up hype around a series. I did the same thing with the Huntsman series. 2 months worth of promotion before the first episode aired. So everybody was here. I had 100 plus subscribers. They were just waiting for that first video because I was hyping it up everywhere. Use the same technique for Twitch because that's just how the business works. You got to hype it up. And then you got to make them believe the hype. Hey! I'll take two. So yeah, that's why I've been cranking out the Huntsman Alpha promos everywhere. Because I got to promote it. If I don't promote it, nobody knows that it's there. That's why I put out bonus content, music videos on YouTube. Why I would network with women. If they don't help me promote and be a shameless self-promoter, nobody knows my shit's here. How are they going to find me? How are they going to find me amidst all the others that are out there? It's because I joined forces with larger forces than myself. That's working for me. It's working for the analytics. It ain't really working for the revenue, though. It's taken me 2 months to earn $100. 2 months of cranking out all this content, and I've only earned $100. It's not about the money, though. If you're in it for the money, you're going to be severely disappointed. And I reveal the secret as to why I'm a content creator, and I create all the shit that I create on the new vlog channel, which comes up in 2 hours. 2 hours, guys. It's 10 o'clock Eastern right now. In 2 hours, 22 videos are going to hit YouTube all at the same damn time. Oh, that's going to be insane. We're going to take a quick break. I'll be right back. Everybody go to the bathroom, grab yourself a beer. That's what I'm going to be going to do, and just grabbing me another beer. 10 o'clock, Courtney's going to be going to bed here in a few, so I'll say goodnight to her. I'm not sure, 100. Oh, I had 100 on YouTube. Before the first episode of Huntsman aired on YouTube, before my very first video came out on YouTube, I had over 100 subscribers. So I had my first 100 before I launched the channel, just because I plugged it all on Twitter, Facebook, groups. Oh, $100? No. You got to get monetized before that. So to get monetized, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and so many hours of watch time. Whenever I got monetized, the Huntsman channel got monetized after I got 1K subscribers and I got monetized. It took 3 months for YouTube to approve that monetization. And my first check from YouTube was over $1,000. So there's some perspective. Now you see those videos out there all the time too. How much did I make on YouTube? And that's how much my first check was on YouTube, was $1,000. Plus. A little more than $1,000. So for all the content that I created up until the time I got monetized, I made $1,000 off of it. I don't remember what I did with that money too, but I'm gonna need another beer before I tell you. So everybody take a break, hit that thumbs up, share this out on Facebook, Twitter, let everybody know that we're live streaming. We'll come back for a little bit longer. I'm gonna go say goodnight to Courtney real quick, get her all settled up so I can keep on live streaming after she goes to bed. She works a hell of a lot earlier than I do. She works in the morning, I work at night. So I'm gonna go talk to her real quick, grab me another beer, and I'll be right back. You probably do, Hiking. You probably do. You owe me $20 from high school. Okay, guys. I don't forget anything. I got memory like a damn old elephant. Anybody want to see Paisley? Anybody? Anybody want to see Paisley? She's sitting here. If she gets to a doorway, she'll wait for permission before she comes across the doorway. We taught her that because she's not allowed in the kitchen. Back you up here a minute. Let's move things out of the way here just real quick so she can come up here because she's going to pounce me. Come here. Come here. Come on in. Everybody wants to see you. Up here. Here's my girl. There you go. There you go. You alright? You miss me? She doesn't like anybody getting attention besides her dad. Okay, okay. Oh, she's obsessed, man. She's crazy. And she has this weird thing where she like hops up and puts her paws up on my shoulder and she'll lay her head on the top of my head. She does that shit all the time. Like she's holding me. You miss daddy? Don't like it when I have the door shut, huh? You gotta be able to see me. You alright? You gonna sit here with me for a little bit? Don't go nosing into stuff. If you're gonna be in here, you gotta stay up here with Dad. Paisley. I don't think she was weaned. Yeah, she's very hyper. She gets bored real easy, and I've had a problem here with her lately digging holes in the backyard. Usually whenever they start digging, it's because they're bored. But we get her new toys and stuff like that to kind of entertain her, and she just annihilates them. Yeah, but she's a puppy. She's gonna do that. You alright? You okay? You kiss? You give your head tilt? You talk to Daddy? Alright. Are you good? You feel better now? I don't know what to do without my dogs. I tell you what, man. I spend more time with dogs than I do with Courtney. Mostly because our work is different and things like that. So if I'm sleeping or working, she's with the girls. And then whenever she's at work, I'm with the girls. She's getting big, though. She was tiny when we first got her. You alright? Is that shy? Did you hear something? Oh, there she goes. I love that damn dog. She's funny. She's got a hilarious personality. She's very animated, very cartoonish. Shy used to be that way. Shy's calmed down a lot. Cheyenne is very calm now. Kind of a grumpy old woman overnight. Whenever Bear passed away and Paisley come into the picture, you know, it's kind of like that. I don't know. Cheyenne was the baby, and then all of a sudden there's a younger pup in the house, and she's not the baby no more. So she almost instantaneously took on this adult role, and just overnight she went from being a very needy pup to being a very responsible, kind of overprotective, grumpy old woman. So I guess her role in the pack changed. You know, you got that pack mentality. Uh, Cheyenne realized that she wasn't the youngest in the pack no more. She wasn't the baby no more, so she had to act a little bit more mature, and she's done that. But at the same point in time, she doesn't like Paisley giving me the kind of attention that she does. Cheyenne is very daddy's girl, and if Paisley comes up to me whenever Shy's laying on my lap or something like that, Cheyenne will growl at her and bark at her or nip at her or something like that. She don't like. There's this competition going on over my attentions. It's ridiculous. But it's just having kids, right? Try not to pick favorites. If I'm playing with Paisley, then Cheyenne will steal the toy and run off with it. It's just having dogs. Ugh, let's see if we got anything going on here. This is gonna get bright. Ugh. Paisley is the one you just saw. Cheyenne is a black little mutt. And Bailey, my Shepherd Lab, she passed away not too long ago. She had diabetes, and it came out of nowhere and took her down. That was hard. It's still hard, because Bailey was such a huge part of the family. But then here come Paisley, too energetic to not be a distraction. Oh, still counting down to this midnight thing. I'm interested to see what's going to happen. Okay, Megan, I love you, sweetheart. Take care. I'm interested to see what's going to happen just overnight on the new vlog channel, because that's such a massive release. I just don't know how YouTube will respond to it. For all I know, I might be updating you guys on the community section tomorrow saying, hey, the channel got taken down for spam. Hey, Hacking Deep, go get my 20 bucks and come on back. Appreciate you stopping by, man. We are not going to be streaming up until midnight, by the way. We've already been streaming for over 2 hours now. I do appreciate everybody that stopped by. We're going to stream for a little bit longer. I'm actually going to share that, Hiking. That's funny. Anything could happen in chat. So for those of you just coming in, if anybody new popped in, it's kind of rotating a little bit now. New vlog will launch at midnight tonight. That's when our 22 video release will hit YouTube all at the same damn time. After that, we monitor the analytics for a while, and I don't think the vlog will be as active as the Huntsman channel. It's a secondary channel. It's just kind of flack. It's just extra content, really. So, I expect there'll be a little bit different audience gathering around over there just because of the topics that I talk about. Well, you'll be able to meet some new people because I'm getting outside of the bushcraft genre and talking about other things. So the audience that's going to gather around my personal vlog will be different than the audience here on the Huntsman series. And then, of course, my primary audience over on Twitch, I do not expect my YouTube subscribers to follow me to Twitch. Some of them have. Some of you have. Jess, I know you're there. I know that you're already following the Twitch channel. Few others. I think I got like 21 followers over on Twitch, which seems like it's nothing. But there are people who stream on Twitch for over a year and don't get that many followers. So it's a good start. Just I don't know. Maybe you are. Maybe I don't know. I think there's like 21 people over there that primarily came from YouTube. Some of them came from forums. Some of them came from Twitch. I got Twitch followers following my channel over on Twitch already, which is a cool deal. If you can gain followers before you even start a project, before you even put out a video or a stream, that's a pretty cool deal because it means they actually have some value to people. Rather than just being a content creator, they're coming to see you. They're not coming to see the show per se. They heard something about you, or they've watched you, or yeah, you know. I knew it, Jess. I knew it. You were like one of my first followers on Twitch, right? Like we announced that we were going to start doing Twitch, and you jumped right on it. Twitch is my hope for Twitch is that it goes over bigger than YouTube, because I can actually make something out of Twitch that I don't have to invest so much into on YouTube. YouTube is hard to grow on, because there's so much competition, and I don't have competition on Twitch. So I'm actually hoping the Twitch channel becomes bigger than the Huntsman series. And I have almost 10,000 followers here on YouTube. And I have people that watch my content who are not subscribed to my channel, so I know that my audience is beyond the 10K that are subscribed. But I want that on Twitch and more, because Twitch is so much more interactive. I mean, it's gonna blow your mind when you see you see this live stream here on YouTube. This is one version of a live stream, but what you're able to do on Twitch is a whole different ball game, because they're primarily a live streaming platform. So they have all of the tricks and the tools that YouTube does not have. So the experience over on Twitch is actually going to be worth the investment, for anybody that follows me over there. We'll put that link up one more time. It's not the same as being on YouTube. It's not. It's a completely different experience. If you go over there and you follow, make sure your notifications are turned on. You'll get notified of the live streams. It's going to be live Bushcraft Build Series Part 2, where we're out in the woods. We'll be exploring the forest. We'll be tracking. We'll be doing a lot of what we did in the first live Bushcraft Build Series, where we're building a shelter with every step of it filmed live, but there's more audience interaction on Twitch. You guys control how this all plays out. So it's not about me. It's about me adapting to situations that y'all put me in. So it's a whole different ball game. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm excited to get it started. It actually starts. Our first live stream over on Twitch will be next Sunday afternoon. It'll be an afternoon live stream on Sundays, starting out. And then we'll see how things develop from there, as far as getting a steady stream schedule going on. A lot of that depends on what's happening in my personal life, but for right now, it's going to be Sunday afternoons, and they'll be extended long streams, so we'll be streaming for a very long time, sometimes in excess of 8 hours on Twitch. So you have plenty of opportunity to stop in, say hi, and head on out if you need to. You don't have to stay for the whole stream. The live Bushcraft Build Series will probably go for between 4 and 6 hours a stream. And then we'll be doing the 8 to 12 hour live streams right here in this same room that we're in. Unless I do an afternoon stream outside of this room. We're just sitting in my living room or something like that. This room is set up for live streaming. That includes sound muffling. Everything's padded in here. It's basically a soundproof room. I got a new webcam and microphone that will go into the Twitch channel. Got OBS set up for, you'll see animations right here on the screen that pop up when somebody follows me, somebody subscribes to me, somebody sends me a donation. Different animations and sounds will take place on the screen. It's just a whole different interactive experience. So what you guys do in the chat actually affects what happens on the screen. So it could change something that's on the screen. You have a direct interaction with the stream itself, not just the chat window. So we got all that going on. And it's all happening right there on the Alpha Twitch channel. I wasn't going to start a new channel on a different platform unless it was an evolution or a step up from what I was already doing. I wasn't going to step back down. It had to be something bigger and better than what I was already doing, or I wasn't going to do it. The only kind of step back down might be the vlog channel that premieres tonight at midnight. That's kind of just off the wall content. It's bonus vlog channel, but it will also play host to a lot of the Twitch content. So if you're not following me on Twitch, or you don't want to join in or subscribe to a new platform or set up an account on a new platform, you'll still get Huntsman Twitch content. You just won't get all of it. You'll see highlight videos. You won't see the actual streams, and you won't be participating in the streams unless you're following on Twitch. Not too much longer, guys, and I gotta wrap it up. We're probably gonna wrap this up in about the next 10 minutes. But I wanted to stop by and touch base with everybody here tonight. Um, Talk about the premiere of the new vlog channel, which is happening right here tonight, not too long after we get done streaming. And then next Sunday is our first live stream on Twitch. So now is the time to get in on that. Because there are awards and badges that you can use for subscribing early. For being one of my first followers, first subscribers, you actually get a founder's badge that goes with that. So you will have an exclusive badge, and that only goes out to the first 100 people to follow on the channel. So, just like YouTube, there are different milestones that I have to reach on Twitch in order to become an affiliate and a partner with the Twitch platform. So we'll get to that here in a sec, Jess. So as I rise in the ranks on Twitch, you guys get awarded with different badges, different emotes, different options in subscription statuses, all different kinds of things. You guys, those awards are passed down to you. So it's not just me making milestones, it's all of us as a community making milestones. And in return for you guys watching or you guys being involved, you earn channel points, which can be exchanged for different things. It's just like cyber money, basically. You can exchange those channel points. So, say you're watching Huntsman Alpha on Twitch, every 10 minutes or so, you could earn an extra 50 channel points. Those channel points add up, and then you can unlock different things with using your channel points just for watching. Like, you don't have to do anything. You don't even have to comment in the chat, and you earn points just for watching the stream. I think the highest I have is 12,000 Twitch points. So I would have over 20,000, but the only live stream that I am in as an audience member on Twitch is Caitlin Witcher's live stream, and I'm with Caitlin every time she streams.
It's spring.
Okay. I'm with Caitlin every time she streams, so I have, hey, take it easy, David. I have like 20,000 points saved up with her. But I spent 11,000 points to make her dance. That was one of the exchanges. So if you earn 11,000 points on Caitlin's live stream, she'll do a dedicated dance to you. So I cashed in 11,000 points just to see her. Yeah, it's officially the first day of spring, coming up on the first day of spring. The spring equinox is here, so 39 minutes to go to spring. You know, that's why I launched the Huntsman series on the first day of spring, because it's the spring equinox. So there's that metaphysical part to it. There's this natural event that happens on the anniversary of the Huntsman series. It's the first day of spring. I did that on purpose. That's a metaphysical part of the mythology behind the channel. And for those of you who followed me long enough, you know the first day of spring story. Yeah. They're calling for some cold weather here this year too, or this weekend too. I'm actually looking forward to it. We're supposed to have severe thunderstorms coming tomorrow, and I want to use it to film with. Because when the ground's wet, the whitetail sheds pop because they're white and the ground turns dark, so you can see them better. So I want to use the storm to my advantage to go out there and shed hunt tomorrow. I'll be out there hiking in the rain. Hey, I finally got a thumbs down on this live stream. I wonder if that was Tyler come over here and thumbs down my video for me. The trolls that come to your channel and hit that thumbs down, they never realize that thumbs up, thumbs down is considered by the algorithm as interaction on the channel. So because they interacted, that's all that matters. It helps the channel grow. Doesn't matter if they like it or not. YouTube does not discriminate between thumbs up and thumbs down. So if you get 1,000 thumbs down, your video will still be just as popular as if it was 1,000 thumbs up. The only effect that actually has is their search or their recommended videos, it will not recommend my videos to them anymore. It changes your recommendations. It doesn't change anybody else's. Dumbasses. They never learn that. They're obsessed with it. Obsessed with giving you a thumbs down if they don't like you or they got something against you. They won't say nothing in a live chat because they're afraid you're going to call them out and make them look like a pussy. But they'll hit that thumbs down and they'll just sit there and sort of watch you anyway. They're still giving you watch time. They're still giving you activity on your channel. They just can't help themselves. They got to hit that thumbs down. Fucking pussies. Be a fucking man and step up in the chat. Do something. So it's sitting there acting like a little girl. No offense, Jess. Anyway, guys, like I said, we're going to be wrapping this up in the next few minutes here. I appreciate everybody that stopped by for the pre-show hangout. Just touching base with you guys, seeing how you guys are doing, making sure everybody's surviving the coronavirus, and not getting all depressed with what they're seeing on social media all over the fucking place. Tonight at midnight, I'll release 22 new videos on my new vlog channel, and then next Sunday, or tomorrow night, we have the live premiere episode of the 100th episode of the Huntsman series. So I will be back with you guys tomorrow night at 10 o'clock. Friday night at 10 is our 100th episode. It's a must-see episode if you want to see some amazing nature shit. And then after I release the 22 videos tonight, I'll release 2 other videos tomorrow night. I get a whole week off, but sorta, before we start live streaming over on Twitch. So you can expect me to promote the shit out of Twitch. I do apologize in advance for the next week just because we're going to hype up the premiere of the series. A lot of what's going into the vlog is hyping up the premiere of the Twitch series. A lot of what's going to happen in the community section of the channel will be hyping up the premiere, the Twitch series. But tomorrow night's episode, don't talk about that. We do some other shit. We pull off some amazing stunts that you cannot fake. So hope you guys tune in tomorrow night with me. Hang out in the live chat while we host our 100th episode of our Friday Night Huntsman series and reach that milestone together before we move on and switch platforms over to Twitch for our next live stream. So with that, guys, I'm going to wrap this stream up. I appreciate everybody that stopped by. For those of you who come in here late, feel free to skim through this hours and hours and hours of footage and hit the thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Yeah, we got a lot coming. We got a lot coming here in a couple of hours. A lot of content pouring out. A lot of stunts we're going to pull. Tomorrow night's a huge episode for me, just because of what happens in the episode. I think you guys will enjoy seeing it, whether you get to watch the live premiere with me or whether you get to pick up on that episode later on in the week or whenever you got time. From the looks of things, everybody in here in the United States over the next 2 weeks is going to have a lot of time on their hands because we're heading towards a lockdown within the next week or two, so... yeah, guys, we're going to wrap it up. I appreciate everybody that stopped by. Jeff, Jefferson, Megan, David, everybody. Appreciate you guys coming. I'll see you guys at midnight tonight. Jay, thank you, buddy. I'll see you guys at midnight tonight whenever the new channel launches and when those 22 episodes pour out. If you do subscribe to the new channel, I'll put the link up one last time here. Link up to both projects one last time before we shut it down. If you do subscribe to the new channel, I do not recommend you having notifications turned on unless you want to see what 22 notifications all at the same time looks like, which might be kind of cool. Hey, long hair. Spring is coming. Spring is my day. Spring is the first day of spring is the anniversary of the Huntsman series. So there's the link to the new vlog channel, which premieres tonight at midnight. Again, if you subscribe to the new YouTube channel, I do not recommend having the notifications turned on until after tonight, until after those 22 videos roll out, unless you want to see what 22 notifications look like all at the same time. And anybody's more than welcome to come over there and hang out on the vlog. It's just a different side of me. It's a different kind of content, different kind of topical matter. It's not always bushcraft and outdoors. Some of it is, some of it isn't. We talk about anything and everything over there on that vlog. Here's to you, buddy. So there's that. For those of you who want to follow the second live Bushcraft build series on Twitch, which is the biggest fucking thing to happen to Twitch in 15 fucking years, and it's the biggest project I've ever undertaken. The live Bushcraft build series on Twitch is completely unscripted, uncensored, organic, as real as it gets. The audience controls the situation, and I have to adapt to that situation and survive in whatever situations they put me in. That's going to premiere next Sunday afternoon. So you want to make sure that you follow me on Twitch. Make sure that those notifications are turned on, because I don't know exactly when that live stream is going to go live. The premiere live stream is going to go live. I'll try to get a time out for you guys. That's my Not Bushcraft channel. That first link is to the new vlog series, which premieres tonight, where I talk about anything and everything under the sun. Whatever pops into my news feed, whatever pops into my head, or whatever's going on in my personal life. It's just a personal vlog. Most of the videos are about 10 minutes. Some of them go about a half an hour, the longer ones. So those who want to get involved in the live stream series, that's going to be hosted over on Twitch. It will not be here on YouTube. If you don't have a Twitch account, or you're not following me on Twitch, you will not be able to interact with that series, and that link is right here. So you can set up an account. It's really easy to set up an account. It's just another social media account. I do apologize for that, because we are switching platforms for the live streams. But it's going to be worth it. I can bring you guys a lot more content, a lot more interactive features on Twitch than I can on YouTube. So I think you guys, it'll be worth your investment. It'll be worth the time to set up an account and just follow me. Hit the notifications. I'll let you know when you go live, and you guys will have a direct interaction with the screen itself, not just the chat, where you're not just typing in the chat. You will be able to manipulate things that are happening on the screen too. So that'll be kind of cool. And you'll also be in control of me, as if you're playing a video game and I'm the character in the video game, and you're just guiding me on where to go and what to do. It's going to be a lot of fun over on Twitch. People can't fake that. If you don't have the skills, there's no choreographing it. There's no faking it. There's no stunts. There's no lies. There's no nothing. It happens all on live stream. It happens instantaneously. If you tell me to go left, I go left. If you tell me to go right, I go right. We're going to explain how all of that works on the premiere episode of the Huntsman Alpha Twitch channel next Sunday. So that's coming up very quick. Now is your time to kind of jump the gun and get in there and get settled in, maybe get comfortable with the platform. Make sure that you're following me on that channel, and make sure that you got your notifications turned on so you don't miss the show. Because the only thing you're going to get on YouTube is highlights. If you're not following me on Twitch and you don't have those notifications turned on and you miss the show, there's no going back. You can't get involved after that. Hey, long-haired, I hope you enjoyed the new vlog channel. If you subscribed over there, I really appreciate it. It's gonna kick off with a fucking bang. Our biggest thing with the new channel though is we got a YouTube channel where we're gonna release 22 videos all at the same time. So our analytics go from 0 to whoom, instantaneously. We're gonna track and see how YouTube behaves with that. And maybe it'll give us a secret about the YouTube algorithm and YouTube analytics that hosting a regular channel where the content just sort of drips out doesn't show us. We're going to see what a nuclear bomb dropped on the YouTube algorithm actually does. That's the experiment, and why we're releasing 22 videos all at once. It's also 22 topics, 22 different sets of tags, 22 different sets of metadata, all going out in the YouTube world at the same damn time. So we're going to see what kind of audience that pulls into. It should be one hell of a melting pot. All right, guys, I got to shut it down. I appreciate everybody that stopped by. Thank you. Please hit that thumbs up one more time before the stream stops. And I will see you guys at midnight tonight for the premiere of the all-new vlog channel. Links right there in the chat window. And I will see you tomorrow night for the 100th episode of our Friday night episode of Huntsman. And then I will see you again next Sunday for the premiere episode of what will be an episodic live stream series over on Twitch. All of the links are right there in the chat. They're down in the description of the video. They're all over my channel, so you guys can make sure that you connect with me on those different platforms. You get a whole different type of content, a whole different type of experience on each. You don't have to follow me. Take what you want, leave the rest behind. That's what we all do anyway. Thank you guys for coming with me. We're gonna wrap this up, and I will talk to you all very soon. See you guys later.